Hi everyone, and thank you for watching. This video is about the upcoming eclipse. It's going to happen in a couple of days. Today is the 6th, and the eclipse is going to happen in less than 2 days from now. So I decided to make a video about empowering yourself and preparing yourself. It's actually a little bit kind of late to make this video, but better too late than never. You still have a couple of days, or if you watch this video as soon as it comes out. But I'm going to focus on the things that you can do to empower yourself through this eclipse. And a lot of people give up their power when situations like this happen. And I'm going to explain to you how you give up your power and things you could do to maximize the power of this eclipse. Because at the end of the day, it's all energy. And this is a very powerful source of energy. You're going to have so many people focusing and paying attention on this, which gives it even more energy. It's going to be a power-packed, energized situation. And you should take full advantage of this. And I'm going to tell you some ways how. And they're very mental and conscious, but no yet any less effective. It's just really just a matter of you taking this as seriously as possible and utilizing these methods that I talk about, and even taking these further, much further past the simple points that I'm gonna make as I talk about these things. So let's get started with the video, and I'm gonna hopefully empower you and or just remind you of how powerful you actually are through this upcoming eclipse or a future eclipse. You know, it's a learning experience. Let's do it. So I'm gonna read an article, actually excerpts from an article from actually 2017. It was a previous eclipse. It was a really good article and some very good learning points from it that can be used for this upcoming eclipse, or even solar eclipses or eclipses period in the future. Name of the article is The Spirit Guide for the Solar Eclipse by Christina Perez, August 18th, 2017. So let's talk about some ways that you can utilize or maximize your power, your manifestation ability during this eclipse. So I'm going to read 4 excerpts to you, and I'm going to give you my spin on it. And I'm going to give you my explanation, and I'm going to kind of paraphrase what the author's trying to say. But here we go. Number 1, attach metaphorical significance and apply it to your own life. While an eclipse is certainly a scientifically verifiable event, it is up to each of us to decide what meaning and significance we will attribute to it spiritually. The metaphorical significance of a solar eclipse, the temporary darkening of illumination, can invite deep, meaningful reflection on the rich dance of darkened light in our ordinary lives. We all go through times when the light is eclipsed by the darkness of uncertainty, unknowing, or loss. Rather than resisting those times, we can be curious about them and look more closely at what they have to teach us and how they might help us grow. The eclipse is a powerful spiritual teacher because it reminds us that these shifts are natural and cyclical. The darkness may arrive for a while, but then light does again return. So what I take from this, and the way I'm going to talk about this, is this eclipse, you should see it for more than just a physical occurrence in life. Let this eclipse wake you up to all the realities and possibilities that are available to you in your life that you may have fallen asleep on through just, drifting through life and kind of losing consciousness. It's very easy to just go into a a subconscious way of living, or a non-conscious way of living, where you're not focused. You don't have your eyes on the road, and you're just kind of going through the motions of everything. So let this eclipse be like your wake-up call. Let this eclipse be like someone turning the light on to wake you up in the morning to go about your day. And even like when your light comes on in the morning, or your alarm goes off in the morning, really wake up. Don't just go through the motions. Understand that you're having a really powerful experience, and it's time to do it again, and don't take it for granted. So let this situation, let this occurrence really wake you up and really empower you through its happening. Okay, number two. Put the eclipse in perspective. This kind of event also reminds us of the spectacular and sacred, worthy of honor and respect, nature of the planet we inhabit. It puts our human place within the cosmos in clearer perspective, reminding us that we are a part of a much larger world that is not dependent upon our human activity. It evokes spiritual experiences of awe, wonder, and humility, even when we understand scientifically what is occurring. Okay, so putting this in perspective. Now, during this eclipse, you're going to be having an experience, and it's going to be just your experience. But you're also going to share this experience with a lot of others, many others across the world in various different places. And you're all going to be doing it at the same time. And this is a reminder of how interconnected everything is in reality. That even somewhere else across the world, in some other region far, far away, there is something happening, and we're all experiencing it all at the same time, and we are perceiving it in different ways, but we're all having that very same experience. And it's a really powerful thing. So let this event unify you with yourself and others that you know and you don't know well. And understand how truly miraculous that having this experience to incarnate here actually is. Okay, number 3. Consider the historical context and ancient spiritual rituals. Across cultures and spiritual traditions, there are various ceremonies and rituals, prayers, meditations, and spells practiced to offer comfort and assurances to us as vulnerable human beings. To pay homage to the deity or deities that orchestrate movement within the universe, or to harness the spiritual power of the event. Given how compelled we are in Western cultures to directly watch and understand eclipses scientifically, I am particularly appreciative of those indigenous traditions that teach looking away from the eclipse, so as not to intrude upon this intimate union of sun and moon. There is deep reverence in this instruction to avert one's eyes from this potentially overwhelming encounter in the sky. Okay, so I'm going to kind of paraphrase. I'm going to tell you what I feel about this. Now, with this eclipse, there's a powerful occurrence happening, and it's all energy. At the end of the day, it is all energy, and you can take energy to manifest things, and this is a very powerful situation that you can take a lot of energy from. So don't miss this situation. Don't miss this. Don't let this pass you by. Be very conscious of it. And what I mean by that is, it'd probably be best not to film this, but to actually experience it yourself instead of experiencing it secondhand through a film or through a recording device. through this technology that's stealing a lot of our lives away right under our noses. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to film it, but it's going to be filmed passively. I'm going to set my camera up to be looking at it. But while my camera's looking at it, I'm going to be actively experiencing the eclipse. I'm going to be paying attention to the sky, paying attention to how I feel while everything is happening, paying attention to all the other people around me and what they're doing, and just feeling all of the energy and wondering and using my psychic abilities and powers to feel everything that's occurring in the world, all the animals, all the plants. I'm going to really unify myself and get into the moment. I'm not going to let something, for example, technology, steal the moment away from me. And while I'm doing all of that, I'm going to be ritualizing this. And I'm going to be using spiritual activities. You know, you have prayer, meditation, people make spells. People do these different manifestation things. People do rituals. Now, this is your opportunity to utilize this power through rituals. Don't miss the rituals, meditation, spells, any whatever manifestation method that you use. Make sure you do that and don't let your technology steal the moment from you and steal your power. So basically, you really need to be in the moment, and you really need to be focusing on what type of influence you want to be utilizing this power for. And you get my drift here with this. So lastly, number 4, set intentions and reflect. Again, we're using this for manifestation. We're using this tremendous, powerful happening for manifestation. Now, you know, how much energy does this actually have? It has tremendous amounts of energy, and we can get caught up in saying there's no free will, and saying things like that, and it's a pessimistic way of looking at life. But the fact of the matter is, you do very much have free will, but everyone else has free will too, and everything else has free will too, and all of these things and people and spirits and everything, they're all using their free will simultaneously. The universe is free willing, and it's easy to believe that yours does not matter. But here's a little secret about all of that. There's a lot of entities and creatures that aren't using their free will at all, and they're missing out on just powerful ways of making change and molding reality in their favor. So you can take this opportunity to use all the free will that a lot of others aren't using. So I'm basically saying take advantage of this, because there's so many people that are asleep behind the wheel, and if you're awake, you can get a whole lot done that others miss, and it makes you all that much more powerful. Now, also, you think about, some people think that there's some behind the scenes powerful people that run the world and not for the better. And it is, it's said and believed by many that there's lots of rituals, and they take full advantage of all the occult knowledge and sacred energies that are available to them and to us. And this is part of what makes them so powerful. So understand your place within all of that and use these energies for your greater good. Hopefully your greater good is aligned with the greater good of everything and everyone. So, don't let this whole thing just pass you by. It's just something that happened and you were there. Don't be that person. Set your intentions and pray about them, meditate on them, focus on them, and make them happen, nurture them. So that's my video. That's my video. You do something that you manifestation journals. Beat your drum, draw a picture, dance. Do all of these things that add extra power to your experience and your manifestation and your abilities to put out energy into the world. And even after you do it, even if it's your first time, let it be practiced and keep working on it, because you are very powerful being. Anyways, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for taking an interest in my thoughts on this, and enjoy the upcoming eclipse and fully utilize the power that it's going to bring. And again, the power of itself is immense. The power of the attention that everyone's giving to it is immense. And the power of the history that it has and the influence that it has over everyone it exists, and it's immense as well. Thank you so much. I love you all. You take care of yourselves, and happy moving forward with everything. I love you. Bye.